Vaishali Kohli.
Some challenges.
Now, BJP MP from Bangalore, South Tejasvi Surya, writes to Union Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri requesting to ensure continuity of LPG supply to the restaurant and hospitality sector. Meanwhile, let's listen in to what he said.
Some challenges. But like the Minister of Foreign Affairs assured the House yesterday, and the Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister has repeatedly been assuring that the energy security of the country is foremost priority for the government. I would like to assure the people of Karnataka, especially the Hoteliers Association of Karnataka, as well as other people, that the priority right now would be to address the domestic consumption of people, as well as taking care of the other CNG and LNG needs of the country.
I have Ambassador Suresh Goyal. He's a former diplomat, and Shruti Dasgupta, foreign affairs expert, joining me. I'd like to go across to Ambassador Goyal first. Ambassador Goyal, what would you like to say on this development?
You mean the shortage of LPG?
Yes, that is correct.
Vaishali, I think it was bound to happen sometime or the other in terms of because Qatar had already invoked the force majeure and they had already declared they will not be exporting gas, and with the developments in the Straits of Hormuz, where the transit has become already quite impossible. So I think it was going to happen sooner or later. The question is that of the extent and kind of the magnitude of the problem. I would think that the way our gas supply resources are diversified, we do buy some from Qatar, but we also have sources of gas from other countries. And we have stock really at least for 45 days. And I think before anything happens, we are quite comfortable in that sense. Therefore, what is happening in Bangalore and in Mumbai, I think to my mind, it may more be a problem of really a kind of a scare or mentality or just a bit of overreaction. That should die down very soon. I did speak to my people in Bengaluru as well as in Bombay, and they were not quite alarmed by the situation. And I was also told that most of the places where this has happened, they are very small time operations, very small scale operations, where they depend upon secondary sources for gas and the fuel. So I really would wait to see if it actually is creating a problem.
Right. I also have Shruti Dasgupta joining me. Shruti, the effects are now being felt. And what do you have to say about this development?
Compared to our crude oil imports, of which we do about a little more than 80% we import, 40% of LPG of India is self-produced. So LPG crisis should have hit us a little later, I think, because the 60% that we do import is coming through, of course, from all our Middle East partners. But the LPG crisis was the one that has triggered first. So it shows that there is a lack of faith in governance, probably, that and the panic buy-in that the ambassador earlier mentioned, that has created a false sense of dearth in the market of availability, rather than actual dearth in market of availability, which is hitting our neighboring nation, Pakistan. So we are not in the same boat as such, but we have, of course, seen a hike in prices there, which leads to a lot of black marketing also, because then people fear that if it's risen now, it might rise again. And we've seen, so that triggers panic buying, that triggers a secondary level of panic buying. Hotels, restaurants, the food industry, F&B industry depends largely on the supply of industrial grade rate of LPG, and they are the ones who are feeling the larger pinch, and they also want to secure the same supply line for themselves. So a little bit of hoarding and black marketing is the primary cause of the entire LPG situation that is hitting India. We've also, I think we've started our I think 1955 Act. I believe the ambassador can correct me. The Essential Commodities Act. I think we've started. I think today it has been called out. The Parliament of India has started it, introduced it basically so that the government can counter the black marketing, counter the hoarding, to ensure that whatever supply we have, whatever reserves we have, do not go feed into the panic driven buying rather than the and interrupting the normal flow of things. If people do not panic, then I don't think we would have a situation where what we are seeing right now, the LPG would become a big question mark for daily household needs. So we wouldn't lead into that situation. So the 1955 Act was rightly called out. The price hike, I wish the government, that is my personal hope, that I wish the government had absorbed it rather than pass it down to the consumer. We are the fourth largest economy. If we cannot absorb these shocks that come through acts of war far where our partner nations are, then it doesn't really help people have more faith in the government. So I wish they had absorbed it rather than pass it down. It would not have led to the situation that has happened today. But hopefully things would improve soon.